So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Going Vocal. And I have on the panel here Anupam Singh and Hemant Srinivas, who is known to all of you who have been following our channel here. Today, we'll be discussing corporate teams and generally organizations and how teamwork affects organizations. Yes, I hope you enjoy this. And yes, Anupam, we'll start off with you. What do you think is the importance of teamwork inside an organization?
Hello everyone. Thank you all for the question. Teamwork is a very important aspect, Rahul, for me because whenever we are working for any organization, I think the first thing comes to our mind is the teamwork. We have to have a team. Before, let's take an example of a service company which has come up with a project that they had bid for. Now they have got that project. And if they want to work for in that project, they will have to build a team. So in that they will have some project managers, then they will have some product owners, then again some business analysts who will be sitting with the product owners, with along with the customers to get their requirements, taking their feedbacks, and then we will also have some technical teams to develop those requirements. Then we will also have some support team once that those things have been developed. So we will also need support for those kind of requirements or the software that has been developed. So in case if you see the flow of this project, we will always need a team. So that is why I think that is how company is built. So without the teamwork, it would be difficult for anyone to cater all the requirements or to build something, because everyone all one person cannot have all the skills. So we will build a team with the people having different skills
I
or the
think
right
one
skills for
person, I
that
think one
project.
person cannot do much with whatever time he has. Also, is it?
Right.
Uh, how much more can a single person build? But together we have the huge, potency when we come together, which is generally synergistic effects. So, Hemant, what do you feel about the synergistic effects of teams on organizations? Like, what do you think are the ways in which synergy is created once we bring in teams?
Thank you, Mr. Rahul, for this question and one more opportunity to participate in this discussion. Yes, actually, synergy brings, a team, a performance which is done by an individual and a performance which is done by a team. There is definitely a great difference, because when the team contributes together, the result gets amplified. And how this happens is this requires a lot of skills, because the whole style of leadership has now changed. It was not like what it was years ago. Now with the competition, in terms of companies also having competition, and also the main aspect of retaining the employees, because employees have got a lot of choice now, a lot of options. Money is not the only yardstick. Money is not the only yardstick that employees look for. So they would be they will definitely like to be treated with respect. Number one. Number two, they will be expecting some challenges. Number three, they will be expecting recognition, which is very important. Recognition not in terms of money, but in having done a good job. To just say that, look here, Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so, we have done a great job. The whole company is proud of what you have done. So all this definitely, what happens is the involvement of the team members increases. And say if they are working for a particular company, they just feel that this company is their own. So when that comes, definitely the result amplifies. The result is beyond expectation. You can see, say for instance, football or cricket, which is a team. It's a team game. So the whole gamut of these two games has now changed. It was not like before. If you see many years ago, let us take the instance of football. You have these three positions, isn't it? You have the forward, you have the midfielder, and then you have the defender and the goalkeeper. So forwardly, it was specialized. The defender will do only the defender's role. So once he reaches the middle line, then he passes the buck to the midfielder, and then the midfielder passes it on to the forward. But now it's not like that. you can even find defenders scoring goals. So there, what I'm trying to say is the synergy effect. What an individual would have achieved when the team comes together, the result amplifies. And you would have seen how Argentina won the World Cup. It was just purely out of teamwork, plus the leadership also. That is also important. The leader, he needs. It is not like before. It is just not enough to assign a job. Each individual is different, so each individual psychology has to be studied by the leader, and accordingly, he has to fine-tune his approach to the team members, like what Messi did for Argentina. He knew each and every.
I think the former Indian cricket captain was renowned as a good team leader in the country.
Yes, Dhoni was Dhoni is a very great. I respect Dhoni for his great leadership because he's not a very great. As far as if you take his degree, he has not. I think he has hardly crossed +2 or 10th standard. But that leadership skill that he had, that calm demeanor, and how he was able to extract that work out of his team members. That is very.
I feel that although, like you rightly said, that the leader is such an important aspect, but teamwork has other things also, such as, when minds meet together and they keep sharing ideas and they build an innovation base. And I feel that the innovation base is one of the most powerful things that adds up to synergy and make the team perform much better, isn't it? I think, the way that people can innovate much more, and the brain that gets together, sharing ideas, discovering new patterns as they sit together and talk together. I think that is something that is very, very potent, very, very powerful in delivering effective results, isn't it? And what do you guys think in terms of what can increase that synergy? Like, how can we make sure that we can bring about more innovation from our teams? What do you guys think is the method in which we can bring this about?
I would like to answer that. Yeah, I think one of the things which Hemant already shared, that you have to have a right leader in place before you are building a team. Otherwise, if leader is not right, then we can say that he will not be able to extract the most out of the team. So leader has to be right. He should be giving equal opportunities to all the team members, and then right people at the right place. That is also a part of a leadership. Like we took the example of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He was whatever team you give him, he'll extract the best out of those players by using them at the right moment, at the right time. So I think that is also important. So being leader, as a leader, it is very important to pick the right leader. Then pick the right team as well also is important. You have to have the all kind of people in your team with different skill sets, so that you are able to use them at the right point. And also I think one of the points Hemant also mentioned regarding the recognition. So if something you are doing and you have done something, you have completed a benchmark or you have completed some deadlines, I think recognition should also be there. It should not be a very fancy recognition, maybe like not a bigger party or something, even on the spot thanking the teams and also making them understand how important they are for the organization and for the work that they are doing. Simple appreciation will also do.
Basically giving them a mission, isn't it? A kind of a mission to live for.
Right. And keeping the team motivated is also an important factor, because sometimes it happens we are into the same mundane task, but in case if you are not able to motivate your team, the morale goes down. So mix a bit of the work that you are assigning to your teams, and maybe if the tasks are kind of mundane, maybe some outing or something with the teams, and then sharing some ideas once the work is ongoing. We can learn, taking some insights what we have done in the past week, and then we can retrospect on that, and then based on that we can find some more ways to innovate or work in a different fashion, so that the tasks are not too tiring for the people and also not mundane. So this is my view on this.
Yes. And I think a leader should have the skill of, like you rightly said earlier on, the ability to build those roles and responsibilities and to know how, who fits where. and even to structure their roles and responsibilities. Exactly, giving a clear-cut goals, clear-cut ideas to each person. When things are more clear about the direction that people have to take, both not just at a strategic level, that is at a level where you're looking at the broad perspective or deeply into where you want to go, but also what you've got to do each day. Like, you learn how to bring about that clarity amongst the people. You can also get them to participate. Like maybe you can have an early morning, set a goal for the day, and on your work desk or something like that for the staff. So then when the staff keep doing it, they begin to get better at setting their daily work goals. So clarity begins to come there into the team, right? And perhaps sharing their work goals and things like that could be something very important. But what about accountability, guys? Do you think that, you know, now if we're effective at constructing the responsibilities and knowing with clarity our goals and sharing it correctly, is there any method in which we can increase accountability amongst the people? Make them feel more part and parcel of a family that is trying to achieve this clear-cut goal that they have.
Yes, actually, that is very, very important because there are two aspects to leadership nowadays. I mean, in today's world. One is, of course, as we have spoken earlier, they need to be treated as a family. They need to be have that feeling of being part of the company. That they are contributing and they have to be recognized and all that. That is the emotional part is very important. Second thing is the given target, whatever is given, irrespective of whatever kind of job, whether it is a sales job or a project work or whatever it is. Definitely, because if the company has to grow, you need to have a target, and only then you can reach that level, and then the company will grow. And for that, definitely the particular employee or the team, they should be given given the responsibility of being accountable. Now, how we do it is very, very that is also very important, because
I think if we foster more of a team kind of spirit between everybody, and a kind of a mission that is, what do you say, more something that they more emotionally connect with, that it is possible that they'll take a higher level of accountability. But we must also, I feel, structure our accountability, isn't it? In order to make sure that they know how much they're contributing and feel accountable for that as well. I think clear-cut roles and responsibilities plays a huge play in this. They are intertwined in a way in order to get that feeling. So guys, anyway, we'll discuss the leader. We need to get back to the leader because the leader seems to play a very crucial role here in teamwork. Teamwork. What constitutes a good leader? What exactly would you say are the attributes or the kind of things that make up his constitution, that make him a good leader?
So I would like to answer this. So for me, Rahul, leader, like I'll answer the previous question first on the part of accountability. On accountability, what we can do is we can have some, suppose we have assigned some work to a person. So we should also take his inputs. It should not be like authoritarian task. Like you have been assigned this, and this is the timeline that I'll be requiring to finish this work. We should take the inputs from that person also to whom we are assigning the work, because at the end he's going to work. So taking his suggestions on the part that how much time it will take and what do you think how this work can be done in a better way, and then giving him full accountability of that work. And maybe if there is some sessions that are happening and on his task only, he should be asked to present. So in that case, he will be full accountable, and he'll also feel the sort of he'll feel confident that he is the one who is fully responsible for the task, and he will be more accountable. And after finishing the task or doing the task also, he'll feel that he is taking full responsibility of that work. And I think this is also one of the attributes of a leadership, where you show full confidence in your team members, showing them, no, you are the one who is going to lead this. Although I am the leader who is taking care of this full team, but as an individual, you are leader of your own task or the work that has been assigned to you. So in that way, it has to be dealt. It should not be authoritarian. Then the second thing what a leader can do is to have the, like I said, to have the right team with the right skills. Then a leader should
That
be
is, it
able.
has to be selective, basically, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
And should be able to present his team well in front of the management, because sometimes we have seen that a team is doing well but leader is not able to present it well in front of the management. So that has to be the first and foremost thing of a leader. Even a small task has been done, something has to be appreciated to the team, and also this also has to be told to the management that this is was the task that has been done. It was done with the right quality and with the right mindset, right, with the right skills and with the right quality. So this has to be I would say promulgated or marketed to the market team, to the team in the right way. If leader is not able to
Right.
do so, it will be rightly not. The team will not feel
So
motivated, and
communication plays a very huge role, isn't it?
yes,
Wherein
yes,
the team has to know
communication, right,
exactly
right.
very, very strong levels of proactive communication with active listening, is it?
Yes, yes,
So I
right,
think without that, a leader becomes maybe just half a leader or
right,
a
right.
leader in name. So we don't
Yes.
have much more than that. So yes, yes. Okay, and what other things do you think that a leader how do you think that a leader should behave with his team members in order to, what do you think are the other forms of behavior that can be there?
Yeah, one thing
Or
is
would you?
actually, yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
yeah. So actually, what we find even in 2025 is many leaders, especially the ones who are employed. I'm not talking about the owner of the company, the ones who are employed, right from CEO to down the level, the manager level. They all have their ego. So what happens is they feel a threat from very promising team members, because when you are leading a team, say you're leading a purely team of 10 people or 15 people or 20 people, it may so happen that some of them, or at least 50 or 60% of them, may be having more knowledge than you. So what happens, such kind of employees, at least 60 or 70% of the leaders even today, however best the MBA they have from the best universities, they will try to trample them, just like an elephant tramples its victim. They'll try to trample them. Yes.
Yes.
So ideally, leader should not be like that. The leader is
You
basic.
should have some form of emotional control, EQ, an emotional quotient, right? You should be able to
Exactly. And
control his.
then, correct. And also, he should develop the leadership qualities. I mean, organization will grow only if future leaders are developed. So
Right.
he should be a mentor. That is very important.
Right.
You should mentor. You should mentor people, at the same time not losing focus on the performance. That is also very important. So both
Right.
should go in tandem. You should be mentor, and there should also be a yardstick for performance. The non-performers should also be given a warning, and if after a time they don't perform, they have to be asked to go also. That also is there. So it's a mixture. He needs to be strong-willed. He needs to be dispassionate at the correct time. At some times he has to be passionate also, and he has to be a mentor. This is what I would like to say.
Strong connections to timing as well. A leader must have some sense of timing. Yes. What about followers, guys? How do you think about the team? Like, as a bunch of people in a team who are working in a team, if you have a bad leader, how do you foster good team spirit, and for what reasons would you foster it? Like, what do you think are the benefits of trying to foster a good team spirit, even though your leader is, half-hearted or not capable, doesn't have the skills required?
Very, very good question, actually, Rahul. We have seen this multiple times in the organizations that we have. We see a wrong leader at some point of our
That
time
they have.
whenever we are working, right? We have seen a lot
Because
of times,
politics and politics is
right?
something
Because of
else that
politics, yes, office politics, or maybe
was
yes,
another video. Yes,
because he was just a senior, he was given that position, but he does not have those leadership skills. We have seen this a lot of times. So as a followers, I think the feedback is important, and it is also important for that person to take the feedback rightly. It's a difficult question to answer, and also more difficult to implement, Rahul, I would say, Because if you try, there's a thin line between your leader and yourself. If you are trying to give a feedback, like you said, again, communication. If you are making it in the right way, I think that is the best possible way. If you can put it in the best manner so that your leader understand the feedbacks well. Otherwise, if a leader is utterly foolish and he does not want, he's not
Never
welcoming
get the
feedbacks, I think you'll have to be careful for the next time. So that way, I think we can try and again gaining confidence within the team members that you have. Other team members also there in a team. You can discuss with them and then come up with some suggestions overall for the team, not only for the leader, so that he's also aligned that people working for him are also very aware
Right.
of the things that are happening in and around, and let's align ourselves. And then because we have to be not worry about ourselves or for the team, but we have to work for a greater cause, like for the organization. So in that sense, I think we should see it. This is what I feel. Rahul.
Okay, all right, all right. A second here, something has happened to this thing. Are you guys able to see me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Right. I think something happened.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, okay.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, what about? Do you feel like these followers, if would be motivated by things such as, let's say, gaining some kind of credibility themselves? Do you think that they'd be able to gain some kind of credibility if they were to exhibit that kind of team spirit, even though the leader was poor in quality? What do you think would be a way that they could do that? Hello, I think we lost Anupama.
Actually, yeah. So actually, this situation is it's a good question. It's a good question actually. So if you are having a bad leader, or say a half-hearted leader, how do you foster the teamwork? How the team spirit is fostered? That is the basic question here, if I understood correctly.
Basically, the question is, we almost answered that the previous question. I was asking, is there a way for them to specifically, avoid? See, for instance, if we've got a boss, and we try to, foster. We know he's poor quality. He's a poor quality boss, and the team is not getting well together because of him. And we take the initiative to build this kind of a team spirit. Do you think that we will lose by making that kind of an initiative, or do you think that we'll be able to gain recognition for making an initiative like that? So the thing is, does any follower have an incentive to become better than us? I mean, that is become a former team, become better than he is as individuals. So is it possible?
So this.
Yeah,
because I think there is some disturbance from my flat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So leader's perspective, isn't it? From a leader we are talking about. For a leader who is not good,
is there an incentive for your follower? That is, do people who are working have any incentive? Will they, like, for instance, Anupam is working in a team, let's assume, and his leader isn't good enough. So he takes the initiative on himself to try and foster teamwork. Maybe he talks to the rest of the team members and says, okay, our leader may not be so great, but if we work together as a team, these are some of the things we can do, and these are some of the achievements that we may be able to make, and stay together, stay at least for some time, as we discover new jobs somewhere else or something, or in other parts of the company, or something like that. You think of a scenario like this, and he runs this. Do you think that he can gain that recognition for that work in a company, or do you think that it will just be lost because of a poor quality leader? Does he have an incentive?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. See, we are talking about a team. We are talking about a team, isn't it? So, in team, you have people of different attitudes. So this is a very difficult situation because the leader is not good. So the team actually is in the, what should I say, left in the lurch, or they have no direction. So one or a few members of the team who have the right attitude, it can go two ways actually. It can go two ways. Either the motivated team members may take this as an opportunity to assert themselves in a leadership role. It can be an opportunity for them. So what they will say is, okay, fine, our leader is not going to do anything for us. He or she is not good. So let me take this opportunity to develop my leadership skill. Let me handle this situation, and then let me try and motivate the team and try to achieve the goals which we had set. So that is one way of doing it. So it's all depending on the attitude, Mr. Rahul. In a given situation, it is all on the mindset. It is on the mindset. So despite doing it, we don't know. Probably you may not be able to retain the job, but see, the positive thing about this is the person with the right attitude. If he takes this as an opportunity, he may do well in another organization, because this experience of having handled this difficult situation will definitely push up his value and help him in starting his own company, or maybe getting a different opportunity elsewhere and trying to be better. So it is all about individual motivation, Mr. Rao, how he assesses the situation and how he handles it. I think that is the basic the mindset and communication. I think that is very, very important. I think this is because that is the most important aspect in this world, and in leadership also. Communication, that is very important. Positive communication to the team members. Dear ladies and gentlemen, when we are working for a company, this company is very good, but of course this leader is there. Because of that, we are in a difficult position. So why not we even speak to him and try to motivate him? That can also happen. That can also be done, isn't it? They can also motivate a team member can also try and motivate the leader and try to bring a change in him and go forward. So these are all mindset and communication. Mindset.
Basically, these mindsets sometimes, like for instance, can build the incentive where a person trains himself to become better. And I think he'll also be able to project himself also, because like you rightly said, upward communication is very crucial aspect of teamwork. It's not just lateral communication. We do think of communication only in lateral terms, that is peers, people who we are working with when we discuss teamwork. But good teamwork also has speaking upwards in the communication channels, and sometimes speaking to other departments of people who don't really understand how you are measured, what's happening in your life. They don't get that, and we have to communicate with them also. So when we do these basic communication and we train ourselves, we tend to get noticed, I think, by people, and at least build skills within ourselves, which again is a very, very strong incentive for people to just take up that leadership skills and those team building skills and the team working skills and pull things together, even if they have poor quality leaders. So yes.
I have a question, Rahul.
Yeah.
How, in case if I do not feel motivated to speak with someone else, maybe there are some people in the teams who are not very good communicators and they do not feel like speaking up, and then they speak on the wrong time. Maybe if some teamwork is going on and they do not speak at the right time, and then they starts to speak at the time when almost the work is finished, and then the most of the things go wrong because of this wrong communication or late communication. So how do you feel that in this case these kind of things can be handled in the right way, in the right moment?
You see, one thing is that attitude. Our attitude should always be one which states that we put certain values above what we feel like doing. So we got to understand that the company is very important. So once we are able to be, like Hemant in his earlier when he was answering another question mentioned, dispassionate. We've got to learn to be dispassionate and focused on a sense of professionalism. This should be our attitude. And so we should break that barriers and speak. And of course, we may not like it. They may not like it. When we part from those teams, we may never meet again also. So that's fine. But we should foster a healthy professional kind of attitude and overcome those personal feelings that hold us down. Because unless you tell yourself, all right, this is just for work. Okay, I'm going to meet, I don't like this person. We both don't get along together. We have a different wavelength altogether, but this is work. So, and maybe you can even communicate that. One person can probably even communicate that, because both of you have the same kind of feelings. Now, it may not be possible for us to become friends and, like each other. We may not even like each other, but now it's for work. Let's do it. Build that kind of attitude. So that's the way that I think it can be handled. Okay, guys, I think we're out of time, so we will wind this up for today. I hope our audience has enjoyed our thoughts on teamwork. I hope that they've gained some insights. And if you have, that's my audience out there, please do pass a comment. Give us your thoughts. Yeah. So until next time, have a good day and a lovely week ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you
Thank you.
all.
Good to
Bye.